organized or generally unorganized? What's your impression? You won't hurt my feelings. You guys think I'm generally organized or unorganized? What's your impression? Seriously, you won't hurt my feelings. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, Nick. Thank you. Okay, Marilisa, thank you. Kamora. Anybody else? Yeah, Heaven, thank you. I think so too. I don't know why there's days like today where I'm just like, ooh, you know what I mean? I think we all just have days like that. Thank you for your feedback, you guys. Okay. So let's warm up. Let's warm up. I got a warm up for us. Okay. And it's just to sort of, like I said, just kind of get us started. Take down any stress starting a new class, period. Okay, just a little warm up. So go ahead and click on that link. Let me know if it doesn't work. Okay, I did not make this one. Hola, Carlota. So some of the vocab is just slightly different, but I think you guys, with your skill level of figuring out like cognates and that, you'll be able to figure it out. Okay. So let me know if it does not work for you. It should look like this. Remember, you guys can switch the template. Find one that you prefer. Hi, Arshis. Okay. Yeah, find a template that you prefer, you guys. Christopher, Priscilla, Dallas, James, Stacy, and Lay. I don't see you in. Click on that link. Good job, Nikki. Again, some of the vocab is a little different, but you'll be able to figure it out that because of your cognate skill. Carlota, you want to try that link that's in the chat? You can pick a template. If you don't like that one that just pops up, you can click any one you like. Try one. Okay, Carlota. Christopher, click on that link, my friend. Let me know if it opens for you. Aslan, Charlie, James, go ahead and click start. Okay, just a few more minutes, you guys. Again, this is just meant to kind of give us a little warm up. All right, Heaven. Elizabeth, good job. Priscilla, muy bien. Catalina, good job. I like to see the choices that you guys make too. Some of you guys chose like a spinner game. Some of you chose the one about the boxes or the blocks. Okay, another minute, you guys, and then we need to switch gears. Hey, if you remember your score, pop it in the chat. Hey, Carlota. All right, Camora, muy bien. Kevin, whoo. Okay. All right. Muy bien. Good job, you guys. Okay. So let's go ahead and back out of that. Like I said, that was just a little warm-up thing for us today. Okay. All right. You do not, you guys have to take notes at all. Okay, unless you want to. I'm gonna share some slides with you. We'll do some practice. We'll do some practice together. Right? So don't sweat it. All I'm asking for is your attention and your participation. Okay. So real quickly, you guys, and I am going to move quickly, so try to pay attention, try to keep up. El verbo tener. We have seen this off and on all school year, way back when we learned how to do numbers and give our age. And when we did our family, I have 3 brothers, I have 2 sisters, whatever. So tener means to have. And then we looked at it the other day as a go verb, and we said it was a go verb. Why? Anybody remember why we said it was a go verb? Does this remind you of anything here? Why is this a go? Because it ends with go. Okay, so the yo form is always going to end in go, right? In the present tense. And so we call it a go verb. We also said, you guys, that it was a stem changer, right? Why is it a stem changer? Because take a look up here. Puerto Rico. So take a look up here. If we get rid of the ER, right, it should just give us our stem. But look what happens. Our stem in the tu form, in this form, and in this form adds an I. So it's not only a go verb, but it's also a stem changer. Okay. As far as the rest of it, like the endings are just like any other ER verb. Okay. Everybody with me so far? Give me a thumbs up. I'm just touching base on stuff we already know. Okay. I need feedback from you. We're going to move quickly. The less I have to wait, you guys, the faster we can move. All right. So when do we use this verb to have, right? Well, when we have something, obviously, possession. I have 3 cats. Tengo 3 gatos. I have a brother. Tengo un hermano. Ana tiene un hermano, right? Whatever we have. We have a pencil, a backpack, a house, a dog, a spoon, or whatever, okay? We also use it when we want to talk about our age. ¿Cuántos años tienes? How old are you? Tengo 17 años. Ana tiene 32 años. Whatever, when we're talking about age. The third reason that we use tener, and this is what we're going to practice in our mini lesson today, is when we are obligated to do something, when we must do something, right? When something has to be done, okay? So look what happens. We're saying Pablo has to study. Pablo tiene que, and then whatever it is he has to do, in this case, estudiar. We have to buy a calculator, right? We need to buy a calculator for something I have to do, okay? So nosotros tenemos que comprar. I have a question for you. Now listen carefully. In these 2 sentences right here, Pablo tiene que estudiar and nosotros tenemos que comprar. In each sentence, how many verbs are there? Come on, y'all. This is what I mean where I need you to stay with me. In those sentences, how many verbs are there? So in this particular sentence, how many verbs are there? How many do you see? Marilisa. Come on, y'all. If you don't know, you tell me IDK. Otherwise, I'm sitting here waiting, and that eats up our time if you need something at the end of the hour, right? So quickly, IDK or give me an answer. Good. Arshus?
What was the question?
How many verbs do we have in that sentence where I have that arrow? Okay, if you said 2 verbs, you are absolutely correct. So there's 2 verbs here. Okay, what's our first verb? Who can tell me that? Unmute, you guys. What's our first verb? Yes, in Spanish. What's our first verb? Tiene. Tiene is our first verb, right? What's our second verb? Yep. What's our second verb? Come on, y'all. Nikki? Yes. Estudiar. Estudiar. Okay. So, in other words, the first verb is the one, you guys, that gets conjugated. I hope y'all are listening, man. It has to fit Pablo, right? In this case, or like in this case, it's got to fit with nosotros. And then when we add this word que, it changes the meaning. It makes it mean that it's something that we have to do. Well, what is it that we have to do? Well, we got to tell people what it is we have to do. We have to study, or we have to buy a calculator, or we have to pay attention to Miss Rovello, right? Everybody following me? Give me a thumbs up. Yes? So two verbs when we need to express obligation to say that we must do something, but the only time that it means that is if we include the word que. You have to include the word que. Okay? All right. Let's go on. All right. So read the sentences below and decide, we're going to do this together, so I need your attention, which use is represented. So remember, we had possession, number one, age, number two, and must, obligation, number three. Okay, I'll put it in the chat so everybody can remember. One is possession, that you have something. Okay. Two is age, and three, you guys, is obligation, that you must do something. Okay. All right. So you're going to tell me in chat. I may call on you. So wakey, wakey. Emilia tiene cuatro hermanos. Is it one, possession, two, age, three, obligation? Tell me one, two, or three. They all mean have. I just need to know what is the sense. Is it one, two, or three? Everybody understand what I'm asking them to do? One, two, or three? Okay. So if she has four brothers, it would be one, right? Possession. She has these brothers. Okay. All right. Número dos. Mis compañeros y yo tenemos que estudiar. Mis compañeros, my friends. Mis compañeros y yo tenemos que estudiar. One, two, or three? Okay. So we have, Christopher, we have this word que. That all of a sudden changes the meaning to obligation. My friends and I have to study. Okay. All right. Muy bien. ¿Cuántos años tiene tu prima Raquel? Prima was our word for cousin. One, two, or three? ¿Cuántos años tiene tu prima Raquel? Is it possession, age, or obligation? One, two, or three? Christopher, one, two, or three? ¿Cuántos años tiene tu prima Raquel? Come on, y'all. All right. So, ¿cuántos años? How old, right, is your cousin Rachel? Okay, we're only going to do a couple more here. How about this one? ¿Qué tienen que hacer tus padres hoy? One, two, or three? ¿Qué tienen que hacer tus padres hoy? Tell me in chat. ¿Qué tienen que hacer? Good, Heaven. Okay. If you said three, obligation, good, Nikki, you're absolutely right. Why? Because you have this. You have the word que. I'll say it again. The word que changes the meaning to obligation, that you have to do something, that you must do something. Okay? All right, how about this last one? A mascota is a pet. Tiene mascotas la familia Pérez. One, ownership. Two, age. Three, obligation. One, two, or three? Okay, muy bien. Number one, right? So, number one, possession, right? Does the Perez family have pets, right? Okay, so take a look at these. There's your answers. Okay. All right, let's go on. All right. So here's sort of like the little formula that I've been trying to get across to you in my way. If we're going to say that we have an obligation, something that has to be done, this is what we have to add. Okay. And then whatever it is that we have to do, because that's what we're trying to express, right? Ana tiene que estudiar matemáticas. Anna has to study math. One verb plus que plus verb number two. Okay. Notice, you guys, verb number two is in the original form. You don't have to do anything to it. You've already matched tener with the person. You don't have to match the second verb. Okay. Yo tengo que hablar con mi maestro. I have to talk to my teacher. Okay. Again, que. Nosotros tenemos que leer este libro. We have to read this book. Que. One verb, two verbs. Second one stays in the original form. Okay, in the chat, give me a 3, 2, 1. How you feeling about this? Okay. All right. Now, I have a particular challenge for you. So listen carefully. This is one way to express personal obligation, right? In other words, Anna has to do this. I have to do that. We have to do this. It's personal. You know what I'm saying? There's another way to express sort of that personal obligation, and it was in our verb list. Take a look here. When we had our verbs on our ER verbs, it was our verb deber, okay, to must or have to. Okay, so another way of expressing this would be to use a form of the verb deber. So here's what I'm saying. Let's say Anna. We're going to talk about Anna up here. Anna has to study math. Well, if we didn't want to use tiene que, we could use deber. We could say Ana debe estudiar matemáticas. Okay, does everybody see what I did? I got rid of my ER, found my root. It's an ER verb. I added the appropriate ending, O-E-S-E. I added my E. Ana debe estudiar matemáticas. It's the same sentence using a different verb. Okay, let's look at our next one. Yo tengo que hablar con mi maestro. Quickly, Carlota. Yo tengo que hablar. I need to talk to my teacher. I need to talk to my teacher. Yo, clase, I would take deber, get rid of the ER. My ending is O. Yo debo hablar con mi maestro. Okay, so already you can see that there's more than one way to express whatever it is we're trying to express. In this case, obligation. Okay, all right. How you feeling so far? Give me a something. How you feeling so far about deber, tener que? One more time, you guys, because we're getting ready to practice. Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna erase. All righty, thank you. All right, let's go on. Hold on. Okay, so we have some verbs here, right? Our question is, ¿Qué tienes que hacer hoy? What do you have to do today? Okay, so this is our verb. Our hacer is our verb to do. Okay, so that's just a general, what do you have to do today? Right? So we're going to replace that with whatever it is that we have to do. So for example, tengo que estudiar, right? That's what I have to do. Tengo que estudiar, I have to study. Okay, what I would like for you guys to do, we've seen all of these verbs before, with the exception of this one. So we're not going to worry about it. What I would like for you to do is you can choose one of these, or you can pick one. Okay, and I don't care if it's the truth or not. And I'm going to ask you, clase, ¿qué tienes que hacer hoy? And I would like for you to create a sentence for me. Use this as your model. This is our model right here. So you can pick a verb or you can pick another verb, whichever. Pop it in the chat, and then I'm gonna come around and ask some of you to read it out loud for me. Okay, I'll give you a couple of minutes. Everybody understand what I'm asking you to do? I'm asking you to answer this question. ¿Qué tienes que hacer hoy? What do you have to do today? And you're just going to follow this model. Christopher, I want you to give it a try. Nikki, Heaven, Akari, Dallas. Very good. Kimura, Marilisa, Arshas, Charlie, Lay, Elizabeth. Heaven, that's a great thing. See. Good job. Okay, good job. Good job, Stacy. Good job, Marilisa. Good job. Okay, who wants to read Arshas? Perfect. Who wants to read their sentence for us? Heaven, can I start with you? Can you unmute, por favor?
My sentence was, tengo que leer una novela.
Yay, tengo que leer una novela. Very good. I have to read a short story, a novela. Muy bien, muy bien. Nikki, did you give me one? Marilisa, how about you? Can you unmute, por favor?
Mine was tengo que ordenar mi cuarto.
Muy bien, Marilisa. So what is that? What do you have to do? ¿Qué tienes que hacer? What do you have to do? Ordenar tu cuarto.
Tidy my room.
There you go. I got to straighten up my room, right? Muy bien. Muy bien. All right. Who else is willing? Arshas, are you willing to read us yours?
Mine was Tengo que sacar la basura.
Yeah, very good. Well done. So what is that? What is it you have to do?
Take out the trash.
Take out the trash. That's like the worst job ever, isn't it, you guys? Take out the trash. Very good. I'm impressed. Good job, you guys. Okay. Muy bien. So let's do, let me see how quickly what's our time? What's our time? Okay. All right, let's just do a couple of practices that are a little more like structured, okay? And then I'm going to switch gears on you. Okay. Let's do, you guys, we're only going to do 2 of these. Let's do número 5. y número 10. Okay, so pop your answers in the chat, por favor, only. Número 5 y número 10. And I'm not even going to help you because you have a little cheat sheet right here. Okay, just pop it in the chat. Oh no, Maria Lisa, you got to finish it up. Finish it up. That's perfect, Carlota. Come on, you guys, give it a try. Pop it in the chat. Remember, what is the word that we have to have that changes the meaning from I have a dog, a cat, or whatever, to I have to do something, right? Good, Carlota. Gamora, be careful. Be careful, you guys. There's one little word we have to include. Que tienen que hacer. What do these people have to do? What do these people have to do? Right? So what do? Arshas, that's beautiful. Christopher, look here. What do they have to do, right? What's our formula? What have we been practicing today? Maria Lisa? How do we say, I have to talk to my Aunt Rachel. My grandparents don't work on Fridays, don't have to work on Fridays. We are saying, we're still talking about obligation. What is it we have to do? Right? What have we been practicing all hour? Give it another try. What's the little word that we've got to have that changes the meaning? You're good, Heaven, except that word needs to go between tienen and trabajar. Okay. Okay, you guys, watch. Christopher, I need you to watch, please. Okay, I need everybody paying attention because we have some confusion. Por favor. You guys, yo tengo que hablar. Remember what I've said. This word is the thing that changes the meaning. To say, I have to. I have to. Okay. Mis abuelos no tienen que trabajar. My grandparents don't have to work on Fridays. Okay. All right. Any questions? Because I'm sensing confusion. Do we have confusion? Okay, let me go back a minute. Okay, I need everybody paying attention. Look here. Here's our little formula once again, right? If we are talking about things that we have to do, we have to include, right? That's kind of ironic. We have to include this word, right? Otherwise, it won't make any sense. Okay? All right. In the interest of time, I'm going to move ahead 1 second. Okay. Now, there's all of this that we've been talking about has been, like I said, when we have to do something. And when we have to do something, in other words, there's a person or people, right, that has to do this. Somebody's got to do this. I have to sweep the floor. You have to wash the clothes. He needs to clean the house, right? Whatever it is. Okay. We have to read. They have to take care of the cat. Okay. So we use this little formula with our K, and that's what we've been talking about. But we use that, you guys, when we know who. We use that when we know who is doing the action. I'm doing it, you're doing it, he's doing it, they're doing it, we are doing it. Okay? If we don't know who, if we are talking about like generalities, right? Then instead of using tener que, we're going to use I que. So you guys can see, once again, we have the same word to express an obligation. This is a general obligation. In other words, things that just have to be done. Like, in other words, if you own a dog, you have to take it out for a walk. I mean, that's like, it's just generally what has to happen. If you have a carpet on the floor, you probably ought to vacuum it. You have to vacuum it, right? So generally speaking, when we don't know who is doing the particular action, we're just talking about people in general having to do the action. Okay. I que. So real quickly, I'm going to share my screen again, give you a different screen, and then we're going to be done with this. So bear with me. Okay. All right. Take a look at my screen. Can you all see that? Is it big enough, or do I need to make it bigger? How's that? Is that better? See? Okay. So we have to decide here, is this a general something that people have to do? Or is this something that I have to do, or you have to do, or he has to do, and we know who has to do them? So let's do the first one together. It says, this afternoon, Carmen has to prepare dinner for guests. So do we know, you guys, who is going to prepare, who has to prepare dinner? Do we know in number one, who? Yes. In which case, then, we would say that, and I don't know if I can get this to work, but I'm going to try. We're going to say Carmen tiene, right? Carmen tiene que, I think the que is included already, right? Prepare dinner, right? So Carmen has to prepare dinner for the guests. Okay. All right. For number two, my sister and I have to do the housework, la tarea de casa. So what would I put in number two? Can you guys tell me? Would I use tener? Give me a T. Or would I use I with an H? T or H in the chat in number two. Remember that I is when it's just people in general and we don't know who has to do something. It just needs to be done. Versus tener is when we know who has to do it. So in number two, are we going to do tiene T or IH? Tell me in the chat, T or H? Good, Arshis. Good. Careful, Heaven. Come on, y'all. Do we know in number 2 who is going to do the action? Do we know who? In number 2? In number 2? Yeah, who's doing the action? My sister and I. Right? My sister and I. We know who's doing the action. So I would put here, tenemos. Tenemos que. My sister and I, nosotros, tenemos que hacer la tarea de casa. Okay. No, you don't need a name. As a person is a person, right? You know who, the sister and me, right? Okay. All right. How about number 3? Somebody has to go to the dentist 2 times a year. Is it T, tener, or H, I? Number 3. Okay, very good. Yes, we're going to use I because we don't know who's going to the dentist, right? Hay que ir al dentista. Everybody, like, you have to go to the dentist twice a year, right? You have to. It's just something that has to be done. Okay. All right, muy bien. How about number 4? Yes, Heaven. Right. Number 4, T, you guys, tener, or H for I? Do we know who is doing the action or don't we? Okay, good, Kamura. Yes, muy bien, Carlota. So it's going to be tener, right? You guys are telling me tienes. Very good. So you have to, tú tienes que, you have to get a visa to travel to the United States. Okay. All right. How about número 5? Do we know who's doing the practicing in number 5? Do we know who's doing the practicing? We don't, right? All we're saying is that people, all of us, right, have to practice a lot before we drive, right? Before we get a driver's license. You have to practice a lot, right? We all do have to do that. Okay. All right, a couple more. How about number 7? I'm going to skip down. How about number 7? Number 7. Are we going to use tener or are we going to use I in number 7? Okay, good. Come on, y'all, give it a guess. Number 7. Muy bien. We do know who's doing the painting. It's él, he, right? Whoever he is. Mañana, él tiene que pintar las paredes. Tomorrow, he has to paint the walls, right? Tiene que, he, we know that, whoever he may be. Okay, the last one. Trabajar was to work, right? So do we know who's working? Okay, very good. Very good, you guys. So number 8 would be I, right? Hay que trabajar. One has to work in order to earn money. Hay que trabajar. We don't know who. It applies to all of us. We all have to work, right? Yeah. Generally speaking, we all have to work to earn money. Okay. Okay. So how you feeling about the difference between I and tener? Give me a 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. Okay. Well, that's good. So let's try to simplify it. Here we have a name, Carmen. Here we're saying my sister and me. Number 4, we're saying you. Number 6 would have been they. Number 7 is he, right? So there's a person that is specified in the sentences when we use tener to say that that particular person or people, right, has to do it. But if there's nobody specified, like, oh, one must go to the dentist every year for their checkup, right? It's just something everybody does. If there's no person specified in the sentence, you're going to use I, right? When you're talking in generalities. Yeah, everybody needs to cut their grass. Yeah, everybody needs to clean their house. Yeah, everybody needs to brush their teeth every day, right? Just general, you would use I. Okay. Okay. You guys, pat yourselves on the back. You stuck it out. So far, so good. Okay, muy bien. In the time that we have left, I promised you some work time. I promised you a reminder for our quiz on Monday. Yes, Maria Lisa? So we have plenty of time, right, you guys? So make good use of it. Okay, it is work time. So if you need help, please speak up. You guys know who Miss Tucker is? How come I don't know who Miss Tucker is? Who's Miss Tucker? Anybody know who she is? Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm trying to get organized. Let's see what I can help you with. In class would be better so that if you have a question, I can answer you. Okay, I'm looking in VHL. Some of us need to do some work in VHL. Remember, it's anything after January 23rd. Hey, you guys, we only had one exercise from in VHL for unit 2. So you want to make sure that you've done that. I need the ERIR practice sheet from almost all of you. And that was worth 40 points. So that's a big one. That's one you guys really need to do. And here's the link. I'll put it in chat. It's a 40 points, you guys, because it's a lot. So most of you have not completed that. Most of you have not turned that in. So now would be a good time to get started on it so that I can answer any questions you might have. Okay, Christopher, I know you said you had a question for me.
Yeah, I just needed a little help on like the top part of the sheet and the bottom part.
Okay, hang on one second. Okay, you're talking about this one here. Can you see my screen, Christopher? Is this the one you mean? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when we conjugate a verb, we did it with AR verbs. We've done it with all of our verbs, right? We, for example, we take off the ending. So like if our verb is to drink, beber, there's several steps that we need to do, right, in order to be able to use it in a sentence. So my number one here, identify your what. So identify
Infinitive.
the ending of the verb, right? So in this case, it's going to be an ER. So you can put identify your type of
Infinitive.
verb, your whatever you want to put in the sentence, right?
Yeah, like on the first person scene, I have it yo. The second one is two.
Mm-hmm. And then how
And
do you say you formal and he or she? So if we, yeah, it's not gonna let me scroll. Hang on one second. Hang on, Christopher. Hang on. Christopher, can you scroll up? Scroll up, Christopher.
Yeah.
So you have them here. You see that?
Yeah.
All you're doing is copying. So it's yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, ellos, ellas, and ustedes. Can you see that on your screen? Yes? Do you see that, Christopher?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's all you're going to put in there. Then when you come down here, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
was talking about this part. My bad. My mistake.
Which part? Which part? Which part?
The ER verb thing.
Okay. All right. So the boxes correspond. So like if this is yo, all you got to do is scroll up here and copy these down. So if this is an ER verb ending, scroll up here. Here are your ER verb endings: O, ESE, EMOS, and N. Your IR verb endings: O, ESE, EMOS, and N. All you have to do is copy them.
O.
Okay.
O, E, S, and E.
Okay. Does anyone else have questions for me, Christopher? Just stay where you're at, Christopher. Anyone else have questions for me? Okay, if you don't have questions, our class time is over. Feel free to leave, okay? If you have a question, feel free to stick around. Adios. Have a great weekend. Adios, you guys. Good job sticking with it today. Okay, Christopher.
Yes.
Okay, did you have a question on the rest then?
I'm trying to get it filled in real quick. Could you go up to the thing so I wouldn't have to go all the way up? Thank you. All right. The thing is the blank and blank.
Okay, don't worry about that. Just skip it.
I got everything else in.
Okay, you understood these, then you just put in the correct blank ending.
Yeah,
right?
like I got yo como tu comes ella usted COME.
Right, that's it. And then you're going to do the rest of them over here. Nosotros
And
comemos.
then I just need help filling the blank.
Okay, so then what you do is after you fill these in, okay, can you see my screen, Christopher?
Yes, ma'am.
So notice this verb is comer, and you put in yo como. Isn't that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let's say you come down here to number 1. Look what it is, comer with the yo. So what are you going to put in the blank?
Como.
That's it. So that's why we do this step by step. Okay. Once you get these filled in, then you can just match them up with what you've already done. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Adios, heaven. Right? So take your time, fill these in. Escribir, Christopher, is an IR verb. Okay. So here's your IR verb endings. And then when you get all of those filled in, you get to the blanks in the sentences and you just try to match it up with what you've got.
Yo is scribo.
Escribo. That's it.
Escribo.
Mhm.
Two is scribes.
Escribes.
Escribe it. I don't know how to pronounce it.
That's okay.
It's scribe.
Escribe, right.
Nosotros escribimos.
Escribimos, right. Mhm.
Escribimos.
There you go.
Escribien.
Escriben. There you go. Good job.
Yo comparto.
That's right.
Comparte. No.
Compartes, right? Compartes. Mhm.
No.
I have to go, Christopher, but I want to show you something real fast. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
When you come down here to number 6,
Yes.
you don't have to do it.
Okay.
Number 6, you do not have to do. Okay?
I'm gonna just put blank in there.
That's good. That's good.
All right. I'll finish this up and get it submitted.
Okay, you're doing a great job. Just keep it up. Okay, I appreciate you. All right,
Thank
have
you.
a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.